Geometry can either be a woodworker's best friend or their worst nightmare. I set out to build a bread box with a truncated pyramid top, thinking the journey will be fairly straightforward. My first instinct was to cut the frame corners at the standard 45-degree mirror. But the moment I tried fitting the pieces together, I realized something was seriously wrong. Because the sides were slanted, the angles no longer behaved like a normal square frame. The joints refused to close, huge gaps everywhere, complete failure. So I spent the rest of the day back at the drawing board, recalculating the geometry from scratch. After working through the compound angles needed to create a true 90-degree corner on a slanted plane, I finally landed on the magic number, 75 degrees. I carefully marked every piece and made the cut slowly by hand for maximum control. To reinforce the joints, I took ordinary 90-degree brackets and custom bent them with pliers to match the new angle before locking everything together with screws. Once the pyramid section was finally solved, I moved on to the supporting structure underneath. I built two additional frames, one for the base and another for the upper header, which would act as the mounting points for the pyramid assembly. At the table saw, I tilted the blade to a 45-degree bevel and ripped two panels, one for the top cap and another for the internal ceiling of the pyramid. Pre-drilling here was absolutely essential to prevent the wood from splitting. I installed the internal ceiling panel first, making sure everything sat perfectly flush before nesting the entire structure together. The top panel was then positioned over the pyramid and secured with finished nails for a clean, seamless appearance. And if you're enjoying this video, drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel. It gives the channel momentum to keep it going. But this bread box wasn't just about looks. Bread boxes need oil flow, so I designed the bottom section with a slight slope to create a gravity-fed drainage system. To connect the upper and the lower frames, I used aluminum angle lines, which added both structural strength and a modern industrial touch. Every corner was reinforced with self-drilling screws to keep the entire carcass rigid and durable. Next came the drainage exit port. Followed by the mounting blocks for the legs. These small blocks would later serve as a strong anchor point capable of supporting the entire structure. After that, I sealed the base with a custom cut plywood floor. With the legs installed, I mounted the aluminum drainage channel and secured it firmly in place with screws. I also added aluminum angle lines on the top and bottom edges where the display panel will sit. I also cut and fed a sheet of PVC material on the bottom floor of the box. For the display panels, I chose a 3mm transparent glass, installing it from the inside to preserve a completely clean exterior appearance. To push the project even further, I integrated internal LED lighting to showcase the craftsmanship from within. And if you made it this far, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know what do you think of this project. I also added a secondary shelf from high-grade acrylic for extra storage before finally diving into the tolerance of the sliding doors. What started as a frustrating geometry problem eventually became one of the most technical satisfying builds I have ever made. A functional bread box with integrated drainage, sliding glass doors, custom lighting, and a shape that completely defies ordinary woodworking. And my client was really happy with how it turned out. Remember to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss more amazing woodworking projects like this.